Like, it depends. Like, in the beginning, you have to do a sacrifice before you actually get anything from it. Like, if you want to get good, you have to sacrifice family, friends. It's like in any career, any like sport. You have to sacrifice some bits to excel at others.
Very genuine, honest person that tells you the truth.
No, I'm single. Obviously, I don't have the time to. It's just it takes a lot of energy to try to just try, you know. So I just think that I would rather just not than take all that energy towards that.
Our first match of the day is going to be Fnatic against Navi.
I'm a map control player, a support player. My job is basically not to die.
Push comes in now, the smokes are out, Fnatic begin to edge forward.
I survive a long time during rounds. I just hold places so they don't have the control of that spot.
Schneider opens up the fragging, sees goes down, flashes out, Fnatic are making a clean entry. 5-man unanswered, just a round conversion for Fnatic.
That round is effectively once again worth 2 rounds for Fnatic, because it's going to force Navi in a save round. The money system favors the winning team, especially on the terrorist side, because the equipment that you need to have a good chance of winning round is a lot cheaper for terrorists than it is for counter-terrorists.
7-2 to Fnatic. Schneider's been picked up, but there it is, Devilwalk avenges and has a bomb to defend. 1-on-1 against Starix, could be a one-shot hit, and that'll finish it off. Devilwalk sees out the round, go into the half in dominant mood. Finish off the job, and Navi are back in business. And this will put Fnatic 2 rounds away from victory. Devilwalk's going to poke out and finish off the job. And Fnatic 14, Navi 8. JW and Flusher finish off the round. Nice! And Fnatic have picked up map number 1. They picked up their first game.
My big brother and his friends were having like a LAN at home, and I was just like a little fanboy of age of like 9-10, just sitting by a shed, just watching them play like for hours and hours and hours. I remember I stayed up all night just so when they went to bed I could play for a couple of minutes, just because I thought it looked so cool. Yeah, that's basically like the first contact of Counter-Strike I had. He beat me in everything when I was young and he was like older. That's where I got the fighting spirits to get better and better and better.
How big do you think it would be like for you and for the team if you were to go all the way to the final?
It would be really big. I mean, that would be insane. You're probably gonna be the best in the world if you win this event. Like, it's basically winning 10 tournaments. There's 14K people here right now, watching games, like just walking around. DreamHack is always important. Our livelihood actually depends on playing. There's smoke everywhere in the room, lightings and a lot of music.
We're not really that into like the music, it's just...
Oh yeah, it's horrible. It's horrible. It's actually like always that kind of music at events. I have no idea, like to get pumped up for games. But you get more tired of it than, like, your brain melts after a while just by listening to it. Me personally, I would never like bring your own computer from home and sit down for 4 days, like just playing random games.
Boys, spelar och vinna här nu, så spelar vi semi på lördag. Tänk på det. Nej! Kom igen killar.
Gentlemen, welcome back to DreamHack.
DreamHack Winter 2013. We are here live with the game Fnatic versus Recursive. We're out of the group stage, we're at the playoffs. In fact, it's a best of 3 game. Recursive are not that good at playing on the terrorist side, but they're phenomenal on the counter-terrorist side. The bomb is ticking away. They need to go for it quickly, and Happy's still alive, trying to draw at the time. He will go down. That was cutting it very close for Fnatic. That looked dangerous. 9th round is now coming up. The score is 7-1.
Fortsätt nu. Spela modigt och rotera med AWP:n.
Devilwalk's gonna line him up. He is just cutting them down, and Fnatic gets a piece of the action as well. All of them dead. Perfect round coming out from Fnatic. 10-2.
And now we're looking at 12-5. Once again, Recursive are closing the gap. 13-9 now. That wasn't quite the one round, but it's closer now. W comes in, gets another one. There's a destruction right onto Recursive, and this is exactly what Fnatic needed.
Jag är världens man i fack på dem, killar.
Devilwalk with a double. It secures that 15th round for Fnatic.
16-9.
Nice!
Welcome once again, second map in the round of 8 here between Recursive and Fnatic. That was a misplayed round for Fnatic in very many ways. It's gonna be 7-7 now. It's a 2-round lead for Recursive.
Kom in i matchen, killar.
Recursive, we have a 5-round lead. This is gonna be obviously 14-8, but the problem is Fnatic have no money once again.
Recursive now on the brink of securing this map and keeping their hopes alive in this tournament.
Devilwalk actually goes down, and so does Russia. No, Fnatic, what are you doing?
Recursive bring it to 16-13.
Du och Kronor är så bra på det. Tänk bara hela tiden, kom igen nu killar. Och bara tagga till, snyggt jobbat. Säga till att Sverige är bra. Det är skitviktigt för dem. Jag gillar bra. Det är inte mycket klart, men samtidigt att vi gjorde i Sörland lite för mycket också. Vinner. Vi kan göra. Kom igen. 2-3. Fnatic! Kom igen.
This is third match, deciding map. It's going to decide who moves on to the semis and who goes home empty-handed.
This is a very counter-terrorist favorite map, so for Recursive to start out hitting 3 rounds like this, it's going to be very good for them. Down to a 1-on-1. There's the final shot from Flusher.
Seals the deal, gets the final kill, and another round for Fnatic.
Fnatic will take them apart.
Gets that round for his team.
This is going to be a slaughter. He's coming up behind them, and he just holds down Mark and sprays the whole team down. There's the triple kill. He finally gets dropped.
Nice.
That was beautiful.
That was awesome. How often do we get to see that? And again, Fnatic locking down another round.
Nice! Best draw, boys.
10-5 the score at the end of the first half.
Like it's 10-8 now. The 19th round is coming up. It's now an uphill battle for Fnatic. A retake from Recursive. It's going to be 10-9 now.
Jonatan, snacka nu.
11-9 is what we're looking at, and eco run from Recursive as well, and they are getting caught off guard completely.
And it comes down to Schneider again with the final kill, but the GGs are called, and Fnatic will be moving on to the semifinals.
Counter-Strike is so much about the group itself.
I think we are a team that doesn't really change. We've had the same core players since the start of the year, and that's really like unique. People quit, people change lineup because they get in fights, can't resolve their issues, so they just start over, which is the wrong way to go, I think.
Very eager to make sure that the social part of the team is always top notch.
I'm also like the shrink of the team. If anyone has like troubles, everyone can talk to me, and I'll try to sort it out.
Without him, I think the team wouldn't even have existed by now, because he has fixed so many problems in the team.
He's a big part of the team chemistry.
That's also a thing I really like about like the team, the family, you know. It's the bad parts with the good parts, you know.
He can take a lot of bad stuff and make it into good stuff all the time.
I want to share the emotions and success and, you know, everything with others.
Personality-wise, he's very calm, he's very cool.
He is a genuine captain, I'd say. Even that he's not leading the team in-game, he's still somewhat of a captain for our team.
He has that role. He takes what no one else wants to do. He fixes everything.
He's, of course, very close to the rest of the 4 players.
Nicest guy I've ever met, probably. There's nothing bad about him. I think I've never seen him mad, even though he should have been so mad at points.
Well, it's given me a lot. Like, generally, I'm more happy than I was before when I'm doing this. So that's probably like the most important part of it. Like, I'm just generally happier. Like, I feel better. So it's hard to explain the value of it. Like, I wouldn't want to quit within a year. Like, I want to do this as much as possible. Like, this is the time you can do it, and it's a great experience. I mean, you travel a lot, you meet a lot of people. It's like playing sports. It's just a fun way to spend your time. And if you can do that with people you like and people you like, cherish, then that's amazing.
Oh, this is really tense. But what a retake from Fnatic. It's going to be 4-1. Now Flusher's kind of alone. They're running around, they're trying to pit him in here. Flusher doesn't realize, but he will get the kill on Hiko. He keeps spraying wonderful kills. There's a quad from Flusher. And it's going to be 5-1. Complexity have to ask themselves, I mean, they just got hit by a train, basically. I think one of the reasons why I wouldn't have counted Fnatic too highly for this tournament is simply the fact that they made the roster change so close to this tournament. But when you switch in a new in-game leader and give a team days to practice, you really can't expect big things. But big things are what we're seeing right now. 14-1, Corey. What on earth did we just witness? Teamwork by Fnatic. But right now, Fnatic are dominating. 16-7. What a display of skill and power right here. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, we are talking Complexity's tournament life on the line here. If they do not win this map, then they get to go home. There is the start that Fnatic needed, but not the one that Complexity was looking for. Fnatic are just on the hunt.
Yeah, this Fnatic team is ready to play. These players are just playing lights out.
Yeah, this is really frightening. It truly is. Everything is going Fnatic's way right now. Devilwalk comes in with the double kill. Fnatic take the second round. It's now 11-6. What a performance from the Swedish team. Fnatic look like a real team, a real unit, and they're working together in a wonderful way. What a crushing performance from the Swedish team. 16-7. Fnatic are in the grand finals playing NIP right here at DreamHack. If there was ever a way to launch yourself into the grand finals, it's got to be like this. Absolute dominance. I think they're just in a huddle, completely happy.
Well, hi there, Devilwalk. Hi. How are you feeling right now heading into the biggest final of the biggest tournament ever?
It feels great. Yeah, it's my biggest achievement in my career so far. So, I mean, that's amazing.
And an all Swedish match.
It's just, I don't know, it's not the Swedish NIP, it's just the team to beat. They have the title of the best Counter-Strike team in history. They had the same lineup since the start of Go, like 1.5 years. I mean, that's the key, I think. Even though they have their issues and differences, they can resolve it and like learn from it. They went 87-0 in matches on LAN, which is pretty impressive. I mean, it's the record, so they're just legends.
I mean, this is a competitive game, and people who are competitive by nature I mean, you don't want to compete if you feel like you're second best. You compete if you think you're the best.
Like, I want to play to be better. Like, you have to have the dedication to actually improve all the time. You can't be satisfied with, I don't know, second place. You can't be satisfied with third place.
Well, I think Devilwalk is probably one of the hardest working players in the scene right now.
Because everyone is like playing all the time. They want to improve. So you have to have the mindset to play more than them. You probably need to be at least 80-90 played hours in 2 weeks. At least.
Yeah, I think he has the mentality to become a top player.
If you go out of a tournament, you can't even watch the game. You can't really play. You don't talk with your teammates. It's like you want to win so badly. I'm not with friends. I'm not doing anything else than just sitting home, eating, sleeping, playing until we do good. That's the like really hard part about being a professional gamer. It's just a lot of hours.
Så gör bara det igen, inte bara hittills. Men ni gjorde bra, för ni körde runda för runda. Antec och så var ni jävligt distinkta med att ni inte släppte vapen. Vad gör man gjort hela tävlingen? Ni har ju spelat flawless mer än jag torskat en ball. Men nu är den största utmaningen att bara köra. Tänk inte för långsiktigt.
We are live here in the studio at the DreamHack SteelSeries Counter-Strike Go Championship. 25,000 people have been coming through these halls, and a lot of them are here to enjoy the biggest tournament in Counter-Strike Go history.
Devilwalk, we've heard him on camera a lot. He's a very personable guy, quite a funny guy. He was telling me, listen, I'm very confident. I'm even going to take my trousers off if I win.
We also have the biggest match in history of Counter-Strike.
Listen, I'm not paid to hype the match up and give you a fake match that's going to be epic. So I'm going to tell you, Nip's going to crush this 2-0. I'd be surprised if Fnatic even gets 10 rounds on both of these maps.
Yes, we are back here at the caster's desk.
Just want to get into the zone where you can look at the screen, and the screen is basically all you can see.
Now Devilwalk and JW alone in a 2-on-5 situation. This is not the round Fnatic were looking for. He wants to push through here. Devilwalk is going to go down. Now we've got a 2-for-7 scoreline. We're in the 10th round. It's going to be 12-3.
NIP were simply the superior team here in the first half. That was expected. Fnatic will get the bomb planted here on top of the A side.
The gap is still closing. I mean, Fnatic, even though NIP are close to winning, Fnatic are not out of this game yet. Fnatic are about to be only 4 rounds away.
Devilwalk takes out McLaren.
What was that? That was crazy. Now 10-on-13.
Fnatic have been playing very good Counter-Strike in the second half.
This is incredible. 13-13. Fnatic have equalized the score against the defending champions here at DreamHack. He gets one, he gets two, fantastic. They win the round. Devilwalk makes it happen. What a round for Fnatic. 16-14. Fnatic take the first map. What an incredible performance from Fnatic.
Vi kan spela 1000 gånger bättre, det är det som är sjukt. Jag fattar nu hur lätt vi kan ha det.
Alltså CT var inte så, det var bara en pengaström. Alltså, du hade aldrig pengar, ni hade aldrig pengar.
So ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again here. We are at the grand finals, the second map in a best of 3.
And just a crazy round for NIP.
7-1, that could be the round that actually makes this map for NIP.
Fnatic was in China, they're not feeling well, whereas NIP intentionally dropped out of that tournament to stay home and practice.
9-2 now is the score. It's gonna be 11-4, what a round! 15-5. 16-5, NIP push us on to a third map.
Nu ändrar du på steken, nu gör vi en bra första sida. Och det kommer vi göra om vi tänker fler positiva tankar än negativa. Helt ärligt, så enkelt är det. Har ni bra mindset nu så fixar det här. Ni måste glömma das två, ni måste glömma Inferno. Vi ska inte torska vapen, när vi inte behöver torska vapen.
För vi kan inte bara stå och vänta på domedagen heller, då får vi hellre möta dem och torska vapen.
Alltså, vi får bara möta det som en vapen.
Närmsta 45 minuter ska det fan vara bra inställning.
Tänk på att vi kan äga så jävla hårt som te när vi står igång.
Så här måste du vinna matchen, det där handlar om. I slutändan, kom igen killar.
Nip have basically left themselves with their better map for the last one. You can't win against Nip on train, I'm sorry.
Fnatic are reading NIP so well at the moment. Devilwalk takes down the bomb.
I just think they actually have a pretty good understanding of how NIP are playing. NIP completely shut down, like you said.
7-1 is the scoreline. They bring it home. 10-1 now. Fnatic with a dominating performance here. 12-2 is the scoreline. $100,000 on the line here. 14-2. Look at the complete happiness on Fnatic right there. Devilwalk picks up a good kill there on Freiburg. And there it is. They win it. They just did it. DreamHack Winter 2013 champions. Complete celebration. What a victory and how they deserve it.
And then they destroyed the best team maybe in the history of CSGO on their best map. That's earning it. That's like legendary stuff. These guys earned it.
Thanks, man. Seriously think I'm gonna shake for like 12 hours straight.
I didn't get a grip of we winning $50,000.
Yeah.
And that's not even a title, but with a title it gets so much bigger. Still unreal.
I would tell you to quiet down if you spoke, if you made me the point of your throne. I melt and sift through the cracks in your floor to a cheaper view with an open door. I go out to see people again. I talk and I talk, no one listens. To wake up cold, though I've dreamed of heat, proves just enough to break me. And every time I cough, it's like I taste you.
Derek's to be a one-shot hit, and that'll finish it off. Devilwalk sees out the round, go into the half in dominant mood. Finish off the job, and Navi are back in business. And this will put Fnatic 2 rounds away from victory. Devilwalk's going to poke out and finish off the job. And Fnatic 14, Navi 8. JW and Flusher finish off the round. Nice! And Fnatic have picked up map number 1. They picked up their first game.
My big brother and his friends were having like a LAN at home, and I was just like a little fanboy of age of like 9, 10, just sitting by a shed, just watching them play, like particularly not to die.
Push comes in now, the smokes are out, Fnatic begin to edge forward.
I survive a long time during rounds. I just hold places so they don't have the control of that spot.
Schneider opens up with the fragging, Seas goes down, flashes out, Fnatic are making a clean entry. 5-man unanswered. That's the round conversion for Fnatic.
That round is effectively once again worth 2 rounds for Fnatic, because it's going to force Navi in a save round. The money system favors the winning team, especially on the terrorist side, because the equipment that you need to have a good chance of winning round is a lot cheaper for terrorists than it is for counter-terrorists.
7-2 to Fnatic. Schneider's been picked up, but there it is. Devilwalk avenges and has a bomb to defend. 1-on-1 again.
Like, it depends. Like in the beginning, you have to do a sacrifice before you actually get anything from it. Like, if you want to get good, you have to sacrifice family, friends. It's like in any career, any like sport, you have to sacrifice some bits to excel at others.
Very genuine, honest person that tells you the truth.
No, I'm single. Obviously, I don't have the time to. It's just it takes a lot of energy to try to just try, you know. So I just think that I would rather just not for hours and hours and hours. I remember I stayed up all night just so when they went to bed, I could play for a couple of minutes, just because I thought it looked so cool. Yeah, it's basically like the first contact of Counter-Strike I had. He beat me in everything when I was young, and he was like older. That's where I got the fighting spirits to get better and better and better.
How big do you think it would be like for you and for the team if you were to go all the way to the final?
It would be really big. I mean, that would be insane. You're probably gonna be the best in the world if you win this event. Like, it's basically winning 10 tournaments. There's 14K people and take all that energy towards that.
our first match of the day is going to be Fnatic against Navi.
I'm a map control player, a support player. My job is basically